way harder to get your parents to stop drinking bottled water than to get like thousands of students to vote yes on an environmental initiative, that's for sure.
You can't really turn Rachel down. When she sort of gets right up there in your face and tells you this is what's going to happen, you sort of find yourself following along. She is an irresistible force of nature.
She's got a black belt in karate, working for the city. She's got a discipline her body, 'cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. My goal was just like, okay, we have to institutionalize sustainability at this campus. We have to make sure that students, that like people don't have to rebuild eco like 10 more times before we actually accomplish something tangible. The goal was to make it non-hierarchical, to make it interactive, to have students be invested in their project, to get to choose and design their project.
I was really excited about starting a farmer's market on campus, and that didn't get started right away, but you know, it's happening now, so that was really exciting.
Well, I mean, trying to get anything done on a university bureaucratic level is just like, everyone is going to tell you no. Everyone's just going to say no. STEAM has created leaders more than it's created projects.
She really fostered this sense of leadership and in each of the original STEAM members, so we all were able to take on more leadership roles as it went on, and through that I've been able to get involved in other environmental groups and discover a lot of really interesting environmental issues that are going on campus. And Rachel could go on to do other projects on campus, like the Green Initiative Fund.
If we just work really hard for 1 year and we get students to vote for this thing, we're going to fund sustainability on the campus for the next 10 years. We're going to raise $2 million. We're going to make it so that Berkeley could maybe become like climate neutral. The Green Initiative Fund is a student fee referenda that we put on the ballot. So basically we wrote this like big document that says, you know, students will pay $5 per semester and all the money will go into this big fund. It has to reduce environmental impact. It has to pay itself back to the campus. It has to come be within the campus and reduce our footprint. That based on that, you know, we could start implementing projects from this big fund of money. So for $150,000, you could save 6 million gallons of water a year by just putting in low-flow toilets. And it's like, wow, it really sucks that we don't have the kind of funding to implement that.
She was right at the forefront. She was advertising the meetings, conducting the meetings, delegating the tasks. She was the one coming up with the ideas as to how to advertise it on campus.
The people in the green shirts that I think she designed for these campaigns were incredibly persuasive.
They did what's called a flash mob, and I saw it on the YouTube video afterwards, but they all dressed up in crazy colors and went out in front of one of the big buildings and just danced and tore it up and you know, just created a big scene. But it was fun, and it makes people stop and ask what's going on, and they want to be part of it. And I think that's, you know, what drove TGIF.
I probably personally recruited like above 60% of the volunteers, like from my Frisbee team, from my co-op, from classes, people I knew.
That's what's really great about Rachel. She's an environmentalist, but also a saleswoman too.
Even at like a pretty young age, sort of saw a lot of like weaknesses in the messaging of the environmental movement. There's this girl in kindergarten named like Doris, and she was always like yelling at everyone about different things that she thought was like hurting the environment. So she'd be like, Emily Betts, like, get off that grass, like, you're hurting the grass. And she would like get really emotional about it and yell at everyone about it. And in a sense, like, sometimes I feel like that's what like environmentalists come off as, like, to the average person.
It was definitely due to her and a few others that I got past.
And I think now Berkeley is a leader in terms of green design and sustainability.
I never take a second to even just like look at what I've done. Like I'm just, what's the next thing? Like, and my mind is over there. And TGIF passed, and I was just like, all right, like what else? Like 5 days ago, I started teaching myself how to play ukulele because I guess I was bored. She's gotta be strong to fight them. So she's taking lots of vitamins, cause she knows that it'd be tragic if those evil robots win. I know she can.